ask myself this question: are we really an oil-producing nation? Because if you continue to suffer in the midst of plenty, then don't come here and tell me that, okay, God is so kind to your country by blessing your country with crude.
And we've had this issue since Mr. President, announced that...
removal of subsidy.
Yes, since he announced the removal of subsidy. And we thought that, okay, at least few prices will go up, but it will be available. But it has gone up and it is still not available.
All right. Like somebody will say on this show, be hopeful.
Hope alive. Keep the hope alive.
All right. Quickly, we'll go to our news point for today. Let's start from the Lagos end. A caring governor we have here, right here in Lagos. And yesterday again, it gave something very soothing to Lagosians to at least cope with these challenging times that we are faced with.
Sanwo-Olu announces return of Ounje Eko Sunday market. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has directed that the Ounje Eko market with a 25% cut in prices should return on Sunday. The Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusanya, disclosed this yesterday. The governor had pledged the return of the palliative measure during a live press conference on the eve of the recent 10-day nationwide protest at his office. Okay, so the program aligns with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's commitment to supporting Lagos residents through innovative and impactful initiatives. The Ounje Eko market pilot scheme had earlier begun on March 17, 2024, when the governor ordered that food products at the market be sold at discounted prices in all the 5 divisions of Lagos. Well, I need to read this. Clarifying the modus operandi of the initiative on Wednesday, the Agri Commissioner noted that the food prices may vary at different locations according to the prevailing market rate. She said customers may not buy foodstuffs at the same price everywhere in Lagos, despite the 25% discount application, noting that prices varied from location to location. This is a laudable one. We are thankful to Mr. Governor for, bringing this back. A lot of people have been clamoring for it, and now it is here.
I like the clarification she made.
Yes.
That, look, the fact that Gary, if it's being sold in a particular item, let's say Ikeja items for 5,000 naira.
Don't expect it to be the same price.
25% of that will be about 3,700 and something.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that when you go to Surulere
or
Ikorodu, and they say that it is 4,000, and the price is not like the one, even after the 25%, it's not like the one in Ikeja. Don't start spreading rumors, false rumors that, look, people need to be educated and they need to read. They need to read and understand. Okay, if they cannot read, at least they should understand what the government is doing, especially when it comes to this Ounje Eko. 25% of the rate that it is being sold in a particular area in Lagos State. Please.
You have to factor so many things into the pricing variation, because what it will take the farmer or the market man or woman to take those food items to Ikorodu might be cheaper to what it will cost him or her taking it to Ikeja.
Or even to the island.
Or to the island. Yeah. You have to buy fuel, you have to pay your driver, pay the vehicle owner. So those are the factors that might make the price to be different. And I think government can also go further by ensuring that maybe some jingle in different languages to educate Lagosians, so that there won't be any controversy when this thing starts. So what you buy Gary, the price that you're going to pay for Gary in Ikorodu might not be the price you're going to pay for Gary in Lagos Island or Ikoyi or Ikeja here. So don't feel that somebody is trying to take advantage of you when you get to a particular location and you are hearing that, okay, they are selling a crate of egg here at 1,000 naira and over there it is 1,200. And again, government is magnanimous enough to give us 25% discount. Please don't buy these food items and go and resell.
I think there's a cap you know, there's a...
The way it was, yes, the way it was last
you'll be shocked. Somebody will buy a crate of egg and sell half. Somebody will buy a bucket of gari and sell
half.
Or they will go and keep it at home, move from Ikorodu
and go to another location.
Or they can even come with their family members, you know, and purchase more. And then
we can't really rule out these factors because people are just very, very funny, you know. But
so we should stop blaming government. We are the enemies of ourselves.
Who are the government? We are the government. We are the government.
It is well.
There we go.
So for those living in Lagos, I love throwing shades on this program. For those living in Lagos, Onjeko is back, and the situation whereby people will start coming from border town, outside of Lagos, to come and buy food items will not be tolerated, whether you work here or not. It is strictly for Lagosians, tax-paying Lagosians.
Joy lives in Ogun State. For information.
I pay my
talk to your governor to do something like that as well.
Who is that governor?
Copy what is good.
Thank you.
All right, let me hear your story.
Atiku Bode George disagree over 2027 presidential ambition. Former Deputy National Chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Chief Bode George, on Monday, said ex-Vice President Atiku Abubakar must wait until 2031 if he's desperate to run for president again. George, of course, said this, that power would not return to the north where Atiku is from until 2031. Okay, there's been this back and forth between our two daddies, and you know, George, Bode George said, look, power must remain in the south, which is what the party PDP has also agreed, and then for fairness, you know, power should remain in the south. And Atiku aide has responded that for now, Atiku is not interested in 2027 or 2031. He's only interested in the well-being of Nigeria. That is his focus. That is his priority. Bode George also added that, look, by 2031, that both of them will be octogenarians. They'll be in their 80s, and then they should take a cue. Atiku should take a cue from Joe Biden, from our American president, you know, who stepped aside for the younger person, which is Kamala Harris. That has been the back and forth.
Well, the altercation between Chief Bode George and the former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, for me, if Chief Bode George is saying that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar should wait until 2031, is right. You know, power is back in the south here, and whether we like it or not, it's not cast in gold. We have to use 8 years, just like our northern brothers. But by 2031, how old is Atiku going to be? Is he going to be so smart to govern a nation as complex as Nigeria? Then why this desperation? Must you become the president before you can impact the country?
It's a mandate.
And again, he's been vice president before. He had his turn. You know, he had that opportunity. If he couldn't, you know, turn the country around for what you want it to be at that time, I'm sorry.
Adebinkebo, you know, when you are a deputy or you are a vice in Nigeria,
it's not like
it is the principle that will determine how effective you are going to be.
Is it about owning power or the good of the nation?
It should be the good of the nation. It should be.
Oh, are you Atiku's spokesperson? PDP was in power for how many years? Lagos Ibadan Expressway was a death trap.
I want to believe that it is for the good of the nation.
They were in power for about 16 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, then they had a projection that they were going to be in power for 60 years.
Why?
But shockingly enough, Nigerians, they felt otherwise, and they weren't pleased with the quality of service they were getting from PDP, and they changed to APC. We just hope that the APC as well will take some lessons away from that of PDP and stop taking Nigerians for granted. All we are demanding for is good quality of life, basic necessities of life. Let us feel the impact of good governance. At least you came begging for our votes. But Atiku becoming the president in 2031, I don't want to be a prophet of doom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Some people are more gracious than the other when it comes to aging.
Yeah.
But the article that I see today, 2031.
Anyway,
God will help everybody.
Nigerians are not ready.
Somebody's calling my name.
Nigerians are not ready to wait. Wait another 16 years. They're not patient enough to give another party another 16 years to prove themselves. Look, our leaders should just step up their game.
We just
Definitely.
want good
governance.
governance.
Step up their game.
Yes.
All right. Our last news point for this morning. NLC. NLC plans mass procession as Ajero honors police invitation. Barring any last-minute change in plans, the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Joe Ajero, will today honor the summons by the police over allegations of treason and terrorism financing. Ahead of today's visit to the police headquarters in Abuja, the NLC Central Working Committee yesterday issued a circular mobilizing the union members and affiliate associations for a march on the police head offices across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The police had, in an invitation last week, asked Ajero to appear at the force headquarters on Tuesday, August 20th by 10 a.m. to answer questions on his alleged involvement in terrorism financing, cybercrime, subversion, criminal conspiracy, and treasonable felony. The invitation came in the wake of a night raid by the police on the NLC National Secretariat in Abuja. The police said the raid was to uncover seditious materials in connection with the recent nationwide hunger or end bad governance in Nigeria protest. Following the police summons, the NLC National Executive Council held an emergency meeting in the early hours of August 20th, where they condemned the action, describing the allegations against Ajero as trumped up and politically motivated to silence organized labor. The NLC NEC also resolved that the police invitation to Ajero was too short and resolved to ask for postponement of his appearance. The NLC lawyer, Femi Falana, senior advocate, later wrote to the police asking that the meeting be shifted to August 29th as Ajero was not available for August 20th, and August 29th is today.
Yeah.
So Ajero, the NLC president, will be honoring the invitation of the Nigerian police force today in Abuja. So why the NLC will be at the police headquarters in all the 36 states of the Federation is what I really did not know. It's just an allegation. Why not just go there with open mind, answer those questions, and then if you are not found wanting at the end of the day, you go back home.
Yeah.
Go back home. I can understand, but you know, I think they're overdoing it anyway. But when you have this type of charges against you, terrorism, financing, cybercrime, subversion, criminal conspiracy, and treasonable felony, you should expect the worst too. You should expect the worst, you know. So sometimes I don't blame him for this, you know, mass procession. You know, I just pray that he gets out of it, because these are serious charges.
If you are clean, and these allegations are levied against you, at the end of the day, if you come out clean, the police is not going to do anything to you. But if you are found wanting, that means you have questions to answer. And I don't think there's anybody that is above the law, whether you are an NLC president, whether you are a lawyer, as long as you are found wanting by the law enforcement agencies, then you will have to answer your questions.
You know,
so if his hands are clean, why not go there with open mind? And of course, they have a very good lawyer, Femi Falana, SAN. So I think that should boost his confidence. And gladly this morning, he should go there, probably with members of his ESCO, and then answer the question.
Well, today is the day.
You know, it cannot be that easy. You know, before now, there was this raid of the
NLC
Secretariat. And they took away some documents. And they will come back to tell you that, oh, they found so. In those documents, they took away. So he has every right to be jittery. He has every right to be afraid. And can I say this? What if they present something that wasn't part of the document that was carted
like to indict him,
and he gets indicted?
I think we should give them the benefit of doubt and
see how it pans out.
The Nigerian police, the IGP is well educated enough to know that as a Nigerian you have certain rights, and I'm sure they will do the needful and of course balance everything in such a way that Nigerians will see that okay, the Nigerian police is so open without hiding anything as regards this questioning for the NLC president. So members of the NLC will be in all the commands of state police in the 36th state of the Federation to show solidarity with the NLC president as he answers questions on those allegations of cybercrime, terrorism financing, among other allegations that have been leveled against him. We wish him well. On this part, we'll be praying that it will come out clean at the end of the day. So those are our news points for today. We'll be moving to X. Something very interesting is trending on X this morning. It concerns you and I. But when I look at this particular matter trending on X this morning, I'm clean. I don't have any problem with my SIM or my NIN.
I'm clean.
The deadline for the linkage between the SIM and the NIN is September 14. And September 14 is already knocking on the door. Are Nigerians going to be lawful enough to comply?
They won't. You will still hear stories. Do you know how many deadlines that has been given this year alone? Not talk of last year.
So they'll say this one again. They will move it. They'll change it.
They will still move it. What I want to say is that I don't think there should be a deadline. It should be a continuous
from time to time.
From time to time. It shouldn't just say, "Oh, September 14," when they know that they won't even. Nigerians will not listen. Nigerians that are always throwing their SIMs away.
But again, some people have said that they have linked their NIN with their SIMs, but they still get blocked. That the network providers are also not helping matters.
Then for those who are not 18 yet, this is 2024. If you are not 18 this year, and by next year you are 18, what will happen to such people?
You need to get another, you need to do an update.
Is the NCC data up to date in such a way that they will know when somebody clocks 18?
They should.
So once you're 18, okay, if you're not 18 now and maybe you're 18 next year, are you going for an...
You need to do an update.
Update? Oh, yes, because my children's SIMs, I had to register.
With your NIN?
For them. No, they had their NIN, but they said because they were under 18 that their mom had to do it for them. So...
So now, when they turn 18, they need to do it themselves.
Anyway, we'll see how it goes at the end of the day. September 14 is already knocking on the door. If you're one of those who are yet to link your NIN with your SIM card, please, you still have a few days to go and do that. We'll be taking a very short break at this moment on the program. When we come back, our focus today is something that is very, very important. Insecurity, which is beginning to affect every facet of our lives. Insecurity is affecting farming. Insecurity is affecting the inflow of foreign direct investment into the country. So many connections with insecurity, which is a major thing affecting Nigeria. We'll be right back on the show.